Welcome home.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, absolutely. How's it feel being back? First off, number one, but also number two, to get to be here, be a part of this camp, and get to speak to these kids today.
I always believe in giving back to the youth. That's why I kind of have my own camp of my own as well in July. I just feel like it's giving kids something that, maybe we didn't have the opportunity to have when we were kids is always important to me, and I feel like they just need to hear that because I know it's different hearing it from someone that's been through it compared to your parents. So I feel like just telling them that it's okay, to be smart. It's okay to, be selfish in that way in school and in basketball court as well.
What do it mean for Coach Jordan, obviously a Northrop guy himself, to reach out to you and ask you to be a part of this for you?
I always knew he always showed love to me and Connor. I always knew that there was just a special place in his heart for people like us who want to work hard and want to work to achieve our goals, and especially just I feel like, he is a dream come true for him just having us here.
What was your message to the kids today? What were you hoping that the kids maybe take away from what you were able to tell them in the auditorium, etc.?
And my message was just about being a student athlete and how it's super important for kids to take that seriously. I hope they took away the fact that, it's okay for people to sacrifice school for some of their friends. It's okay for people to sit in front of the classroom. Like, I've always had 3.5, 4.0, somewhere between there my whole high school career. So I know it's important to me. And just, someone else to tell them it's okay to push yourself in the classroom just like you would push yourself on the court.
What do you think it means for these kids to hear something like that from, a kid like you who, was obviously in their, shoes just, 5-10 years ago?
I think hopefully, I hope it meant something to them. Hope it's important to them. Hope they're going to take it back, and apply that in their lives because it'll only benefit them in the long run. And I feel like just, being able to share that message is just something that they probably never got to hear before from kids who worked in their same shoes to be Division I athletes.
For you, obviously, you get to come home, play at PFW now. Obviously, you spent a year at UIC. Just talk to me kind of, what the decision was like to come back home and why you chose PFW.
I've always had that relationship with Sims, Kaufman, Wolf, and AB, and Lep, and all those guys over there. So it's just like, I don't know, it was an easy transition. Just being able to have the opportunity to come back home. All love to UIC, all love to everything they did for me. I enjoyed it. But I just needed to do what's best for myself. Like I talked about earlier, I got to be selfish in the way that I want to look out for myself and be the best version of myself. And I feel like, being back here, obviously it works out because it's my hometown, but I just believe it was the best fit for me regardless if it's my hometown or not.
When you entered the portal, did you have a feeling like this was a real possibility for you too?
Yeah, kind of was just like written in the books, I guess. My mom went there, and every time I was recruiting them, Kaufman always told me, he's like, yeah, I know, man. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if you went somewhere else, but I know I'd end up having you back in my hands anyway. So kind of just like a written book, I guess.
For you, how do you see yourself helping out what they like to do offensively, defensively, etc.?
I'm gonna help them win. That's all I want to do. I want to go to the tournament so bad. I just want to be an everyday guy and just help them win and impact the ball both sides, guard the best players, my position, and score when I need to, pass the ball when I need to, make other guys better.
What do you feel like you've grown the most, obviously, in your 1 year of college basketball that you can, come back home and help the Dons out?
Consistency. I feel like that's one thing. Just repetition and consistency, and shooting, dribbling, all that stuff. So I feel like I'm more of a complete player, and I feel like, in high school you don't get the opportunities to develop as quick and as fast and as like beneficial as you in college. So just being able to be more of a 3-level scorer. And seeing that I can score in college too. Like I said earlier over there, like I had 4 20 balls back to back in the month of February. Shoot threes, pull-ups, layup, like all this stuff. Just being able to see that, see my development from high school to college is pretty important and pretty special to me.
Obviously, got a handful of transfers coming in, as well as a few good freshmen. Just how do you feel about this group coming into next year as well?
I was told we got everyday guys, and that's something that a player always loves to hear, that you're not only better than yourself, but other people are better than themselves as well. I feel like everyone's just going to be tight knit. I'm already talking to a lot of the guys. We all got a good bond, and I just hope that everyone's on the same type of time and everyone wants to win. So I feel like this year it's going to be a young team because it's going to be a lot of new faces. Last year they were pretty old with 5 guys who were either grad years or 50 years. But this year I feel like it's a lot of new faces, and some returning faces, but I feel like everyone on our team is going to play a pivotal role in how good we're going to be this year.